Well, hello my friends and welcome to Ziggy Air. Today we are again in a pretty nice airport here. One of my favorites in the Northeast is the Mount Washington Wakefield Airport. We have a huge nor'easter here coming in into the Boston area. It's hit New York already. And we are Ziggy Air, so we are flying into the eye of the storm. We're going to Logan Airport there in Boston. This is Ziggy Air. We take any challenge and we'll go there. So on our way to the runway, we're going to highlight one of our favorite adoption centers in Massachusetts. It's the MSPCA Nevis Farm in Lawrence, Massachusetts. So I'm gonna have a short video there, and then we'll take off and see how it goes. And right now it's pretty quiet here in Mount Washington, but I don't know, as we fly in it's gonna be interesting. Let's get into the Baron and let's get going. So a couple of things. I'm using Chase Plane and FS Realistic here. So FS Realistic Plus, so you'll see some of the sounds. They're working really well. Chase Plane is fantastic, one of my favorite add-ons here in MS 2024. All right, so I'm gonna get it started and join me on our way to the runway. All right, so we got a pretty nasty, look at that. This is pretty nasty. We are scheduled to land runway 4 there in Boston, and let's look at the weather there. And we have right now actually the winds are not too bad. I'm sorry, I was reading this wrong. The winds are pretty bad, 32 knots from 10, so that's probably beyond what any other pilot would do, but again, this is Ziggy Air. We'll just get there, my friends. So like I said, I'll put a short video together on MSPCA Nevis Farm and Lawrence, so let's take a look at that. And if you're in the area and in need of a co-pilot, check them out.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today we're looking at the MSPCA at Nevis Farm. It's a huge question, right? The answer involves care, community, and just a lot of compassion.
Okay, so let's dive into what makes this place so special. It's way more than just a shelter.
So their whole mission is animal care and community support, but it unfolds in a few really key ways. At its very core, it's about giving deserving pets a second chance. Now, what's really interesting is how animals both arrive and leave the farm. It's a whole journey. They make the whole process of finding a pet super supportive and really straightforward. But their work goes far beyond adoption, reaching deep into the community to support pets and people. And here's the crucial part. They make essential pet care affordable for pretty much everyone. They're also big on teaching compassion and responsible pet ownership, starting from a really young age. And this is just brilliant. It really shows their commitment to all aspects of animal welfare. Over 18,000. That's how many beloved pets are resting at the Hillside Animal Cemetery. You see, it's a holistic approach, connecting animal care directly with the well-being of the entire community. So how can you get involved? Let's look at how you can make a real difference. There are a ton of ways you can chip in. Each one makes a huge impact. This urgent message from their site says it all. The need for support is absolutely constant. From adoption to education, everything they do serves this one fundamental mission: to promote kindness. So it all rests on 3 pillars: animal care, community support, and, of course, public involvement. So what does compassion in action actually look like? Nevis Farm gives us one really powerful answer.
All right, my friends, I hope you got some great information there from the MSPCA Nevis Farm in Lawrence. Check them out, and yeah, let's get going. All right, everything looks good. Let's set the power. Power is set, and 72 knots is our V1 rotating speed, and it comes in very quickly. B1, rotate. Nice. All right, gear is up. Into the darkness, my friends. Into the path here, the Franconia Notch. We're gonna take that. The Cannon Mountain to our right over here, so we're just gonna take and then follow I-93 south.
74 contact Plattsburgh approach 122.7.
All right, let's take the Franconia Notch here. All right, my friends, we are getting into the storm here, into the sort of like orange into red precipitation. So let's crank up the heat a little bit and let's hope for the best.
36 Airbus 1123.
All right, that altimeter is changing quite a bit as we get into the heart of the storm, which is right now in Boston. Let's go to 3,000. This is pretty exciting here right now. But stay tuned, my friends. This is Ziggy Air, and Ziggy Air will get you there. Look at this radar. That's kind of weird. Don't see anything. Clouds are coming in and out. This is creating some anxiety, my friends. We are heading for our initial fix here. We need to cross it at 3,000. That's winning.
Descend, maintain 2,000.
Descend, maintain 2,000, Airbus 1123.
They are gonna bring us closer.
Airbus 1123, turn left, heading 130.
Turn left, heading 130, Airbus 1123.
So I got tuned into the ILS at 110.3, and it's 040, and we're gonna intercept that. Just gonna wait until they tell us to do that. We're about 14 miles.
Descend and maintain 1,700 feet.
Descend and maintain 1,700 feet, Airbus 1123.
All right, 050. Oh my God, got some rain. All kinds of things going on here. I don't know, my friends. This is getting dangerous. This is getting, well, you know, let's see how it goes. We got 64 knots headwind to our left coming from our left, about 20 degrees to our left here. We're battling that. I gotta get slower. I mean, I don't want to be too fast on this turbulence here. Yeah, now we got some snow, sleet, freezing rain. This is just too wild right now. 040. Got the localizer going. Glide slope is above us. Yeah, we can see that.
Contact Boston Tower 128.8.
Contact Tower 128.8, Airbus 1123.
All right, so let's get our landing
Boston
lights
Tower,
on.
Airbus 1123, ILS runway 04 right.
Airbus 1123, Boston Tower, continue.
Continue,
Roger,
yeah, my
Airbus
friends.
1123.
We'll continue. I don't know if we're gonna make it. Look at that snow coming from every direction here. We lost that signal for a little while there. I don't know what's going on with my autopilot. Sometimes it's dropping the nav, and I have to keep on clicking it. 5.5 nautical miles. Nothing. We have our minimums here of 220. Yeah, I'm not sure if we're gonna make that. Just complete whiteout conditions. Glide slope is coming in 5 miles from the airport. Yeah, I can see the ground now. Do I see the runway? I don't think so. Coming into minimums here. Still nothing. 220 minimums continue. I see the runway. Right there. Okay. Continue. Alright, I'm just gonna turn off the autopilot. Crab here a little bit more. There we go. Come on. Can do this. This is Ziggy Air. It's floating. It's just floating.
Airbus 1123 exiting next available taxiway.
Yeah, no kidding.
Exit next available taxiway, Airbus 1123.
Oh my God. Actually, that wasn't bad at all, you know, considering the conditions here. I don't care what FS Realistic had to say. Alright, my friends, let me know if you're flying today. And if you're flying in the northeast...
Airbus 1123, cross runway 15, right at Bravo.
Alright.
Continue taxi via Mike Foxtrot. Hold short runway for left.
Alright, I'm just gonna put it right to the left over here. Oof. Alright, my friends. Look at that. But remember, Ziggy Air will get you there because we are best in the air. Tower view over here. Yeah. Got nothing. Where are we? Not the only... I'm not the only crazy pilot over here. Alright. Alright, my friends. We're going to leave it there. I'm going to shut down. Again, thank you for flying Ziggy Air. If you like that challenge, give us a thumbs up. Come on. Well, you know, help support our channel. If you're not a subscriber, you know, you're saying to yourself, boy, this guy can fly, and I'm going to subscribe. Huh, don't you like that? This guy can fly, I'm going to subscribe. All right. We'll see you. See you on the next one, my friend. I think I'm going to fly South America. I'm just tired of this weather. And so, yeah, we're just going to go into, you know, the summer there, over there, and just fly nice through the Andes. So, check out those next videos, my friends. I'll see you then.
Envoy 30 for 25, cross runway 15 right at Bravo. Continue taxi via Mike Charlie. Hold short runway for left.